Hi everyone, I'm using Mystical Moments for our reading. I'll choose some cards from Mystical Moments. I'll also choose 3 from the Tatiana deck as well for some extra guidance as we're on the beginning of this powerful new week. I'll also choose one from the Mystical Healing as well for some extra guidance. Okay, so I'm asking for a message for the highest and greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video. And as always, take what resonates and just put the rest to one side and just see what unfolds. So I'm asking for some guidance. There we have the Chariot, so there's movement coming. The King of Swords, which is a queen in this deck. The Ten of Swords, so okay. The base of the pack, we have the Fool. And the Eight of Swords. And the Tower. And the Ten of Pentacles. And the World. So there's a completion and the Strength. Okay. So there's a completion occurring in your life. So situations come in, or challenges come in into your awareness, into your present moment, to be faced. This is the revelations that we had when the full moon in Cancer, with Mars retrograding there in Cancer, could have brought some revelations that we've pushed down, that we've not wanted to face. But it's creating movement. This is the card of the Chariot. This is a card of our ascension. So in order to move up through our ascension, these challenges are going to be faced. The King of Swords is here, asking us to, who is a female, she's a queen in this deck. So the King and the Queen, so the whatever challenges that we have been putting off, that we have been fearful of facing, are going to present themselves, but in an easier way than what we had envisaged. Things going to start shifting easily. So this card reminds us to stay connected to our higher consciousness, to our higher mind, not listen to the lower mind. We've done the healing now, so that whatever we are faced with, we can move through in an aligned way, in integrity, in truth. So anything that's not of truth will be presenting itself because we've not wanted to face it, to actually face it and speak from our heart, speak from the wisdom that we have now, that we can move through these challenges. And this is the Ten of Swords. So this is the end of the challenge that has been pricking your mind, the stories that have been going around in your head. Today, Pluto and the Sun are conjunct. So any challenges, any fears that we might have pushed down, any resistance that we may have pushed down, coming up now for us to see it in the light of the divine. Of as we move through this, we are actually freeing ourselves from the fear, from the challenges. So the Ten of Swords is the end of that, the end of these challenges, taking us on a new journey, the Fool. So taking us on a new journey, but with the wisdom. We've learned so much. We've learned so much through our shadow side, through our unconsciousness, stepping into a time of consciousness now, making those decisions from a consciousness, knowing that whatever decisions we make, whatever words we speak, old consequences that we will have to face at some point. So we are moving in on a new path now. We have learned from the past. We have learned from choosing from fear of trying to escape. However we did that, of actually facing our lives now in an aligned way. Anything that has been where we've been feeling trapped now, we're seeing those fears that we might have gripped us. We're seeing now that the cage has never been locked, that we are free, that it's easy to stand up and move from this cage. It's not locked. So where we felt we have been trapped, we haven't. That's our fears that have placed us there. Our thoughts have trapped us. Our thoughts have imprisoned us when actually we weren't imprisoned. Once we face that, we see that everything starts to crumble. This is the tower. You can see she's holding on and her head is on the tower. So it's those thoughts that have kept you stuck in a fearful place, maybe of loss, whether it is within your relationship, whether it is in your career or a certain situation in your life. It'll be different for everyone. To look at where you've felt trapped, where there has been fear there, and know that you're not trapped at all, and you're going to start seeing that. You're going to start seeing the freedom that is yours when you face whatever challenge, face that fear, because it's an illusion. You've got the strength to do it. You've got the strength to move through this time. There we have the world. You've got the world at your feet. There's a completion. And as these challenges start to fall away and you feel the freedom and the relief of those challenges that you've faced, that you've spoke of, whatever it is, realizing that it wasn't that bad. We tend to build a worst case scenario, a nightmare within our heads sometimes of all the things that could go completely wrong. When we see that we are not going to go completely wrong, because the choices we are making now are in alignment with our soul self, and our soul, we connect with our soul through our heart. So there is this completion, but from that completion there's a growth. So this powerful energy today of Pluto and the sun helping us to face our fears, realizing they're not monsters, they're actually little, that once we've moved through them, there's such a freedom and expansion. And there we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is looking at everything that you have achieved, looking how far you've come, looking how fantastic it feels to actually step through those challenges, not be fearful of anyone. We hold ourselves prisoner in our own minds. In reality, things are so different, but there's an awareness, there is a realization coming now that's setting you free and helping you to sit on that place. And they sat on a tree there, and the tree with the rings, with the age. So it's everything that you've learned from childhood, all those learnt behaviours that we weren't allowed to speak about, certain things that maybe we didn't say no, maybe we just went along with everybody else's choices and somehow got lost, where now we are coming back and actually choosing our own life. And this is bringing completion. This is bringing prosperity. So let go of your fears. Move through these times with the knowing and the strength and empowerment of who you truly are. So I'm asking now for a message from the Destiny for some extra guidance. So asking for a card under the Chariot. We have the whatever's been stuck. So this new moon, and the Chariot is connected to Cancer. So we're moving from this full moon. So the revelations that may have come up during this energy from the full moon in Cancer, where we have the divine masculine retrograding. So anything that we've been holding back, maybe for some, it could be from childhood, a behaviour, a thought form that has held us trapped, that we are not worthy enough to be happy, that we've been here to make everyone else happy. Things now starting to change, and this is bringing in a financial gain. So when we let go of the worthiness, that worthlessness, and know that we are in deserving of happiness, we are deserving of love, and this is a card of prosperity. So whatever karmic lesson that you have been moving through, as there's been some connection to finances, and once you face it, the prosperity comes. So the underneath the King and the Queen of Swords, we have the Wisdom, and this is taking you to the new year of the Snake, the wisdom, the longevity, the health, the protection. So as our thoughts are our greatest protectors, if we have empowering thoughts and strengthening thoughts, then they're our greatest protector. Once we have those fearful thoughts, that we lose all our protection. So just reminding us to stay in those thoughts that actually bring us strength, that bring us encouragement and passion. And so the card underneath the 10, this is a card of trust, the Tower. So as we change our thoughts, the old reality falls away. This is a card you can trust, and this is where your career is concerned. So where there might have been some fears to do with your career, that they're from an old thought form and insecurity, but you've got security coming. So wherever you've transitioned on your path, whether you're moving into a new career, know that you're exactly where you're meant to be. You've not made any wrong decisions. Your soul has took you into this career because it's where you are going to grow. There is security here. So let go of your fears, your worries to do with your finances, to do with your career. Things are starting to shift as you change the way you see, you think, you speak. Your reality will change in a beautiful alignment with how you're speaking and thinking. So yes, and so any revelations that did come up from the last full moon in Cancer, know that we're working through them. We've got the divine intelligence within us through the downloads that we have been receiving, that we'll know exactly what to do at the right time. So don't try. The message that's coming through is, when we're in confusion, we don't have the answer. We don't have the solution. But when we are presented with a choice, when we're presented with the decision, it's so clear to us that it's fate. We step into it. There's no decision there. We actually step into it as we step in, and I just feel that's what's happening. That you're being guided not to try and overthink things, because when it comes time to make a decision, it will be there, pathed out right in front of you. There, it doesn't feel like a decision. So yes, beautiful energy. And I'll just pull a card here, from this pack here, for just some guidance, some extra guidance. So please bring through a message for the collective, or anyone who views this video. And we have limitations. Again, this is let go of your worries. They will only limit. And this is what this reading has been about. Those limiting beliefs contract us, hold us prisoner. Once we let go of those, we then step into our own confidence. Stepping into confidence, knowing that we're in the right place at the right time, and new beginnings coming in there. And as we do let go of the past, we open up, step in to a new reality that we have never experienced before. It's not in our history, it's not in our memory. So we're being asked to let go of those limiting beliefs, those thoughts that keep us in the same old, those conversations that we have with ourselves and others that are so limited, to actually break free from them now and step into this new beginning. So I'm sending so much love, and thank you for listening.